Hello everybody, my name is Buirry and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Now we're gonna continue the chapter 3, this time being the class trial. So I don't know a lot about this, but I'm really suspicious of someone. It's Mikan and Sonia. Well, you will see it in this episode over here, why I'm really suspicious of them. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and do this.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation?
Yeah.
Let's get on with it already!
Why do you do that already? This is happening like 3 times now.
Why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Alright, let me do it.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Okay.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Yes.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital.
One more thing.
And after we confirmed his recovery,
One more thing to sleep with you and try to suffocate you. That's it.
I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
Oh, this one.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head.
Yeah, look
climbing
at
a stepladder.
look at this. There's no hair around there. And Ibuki has really long, like, come out of that bag. And also, this is what I wanted to say, is that Chiaki is also one of the cleverest characters of all time. That's why I have my own suspect over here, because of her. So this is over here, it's just like a different location. It's not in a music venue. I guess this one is in on-call room. It's not in the music venue.
I
Yeah.
rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
But everybody was over there, stupid idiot.
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Yeah.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Why your cheek is red all of a sudden? It's getting weird now, Chiaki.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Uh-huh.
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
Now, this is another thing that I'm really suspicious of her. So, on-call room and the conference room, literally next to each other. So she can perform that suicide thingy as a state that, oh yeah, this is from music venue, but is in conference room.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's, and not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so
Yep.
we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out.
Yep.
Thank you. I understood it very easily.
You now just try to confuse us, you douche.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue,
Who?
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, he's trying to attack me now.
If you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
Uh-huh.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can lie anything that I want. You're right. I'm not... Wait a second. You tried to attack me now, right?
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
No,
I
idiot.
don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
I didn't lie
Well,
anything.
obviously, because he's the killer.
No.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
No, I didn't watch the movie, you stupid idiot. You just told me that. This game makes no freaking sense. Nagito asked me to go to the movie theater and just said that, yeah, you have to watch this movie. I never watched that movie before. And he knows it. And he still freaking attacked me. This guy's a freaking maniac.
Bodies were imitating the movie.
I
that's
don't
wrong.
have that.
I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Yep.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
You freaking douchebag.
Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
This guy attacked me now and then he saved me later. What the freak is... Oh my god, this guy is a true maniac.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Yep.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Nagito, what are you doing? Well,
Hey,
since we're
she's trying to
opening
clear
with
you.
your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
I don't know about that. We have to clear that too.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
No.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
You, right?
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Around less than 10 minutes.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
I think there's gonna be a complaint, right?
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
Oh.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Yes.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
True.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
Yep.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis.
Uh-huh.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
No,
Anyway,
this is not a
if
joke.
the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Because
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Huh?
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How
Yes?
did they lock the door?
With the clue?
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Yeah, it can be true
So
right
they
over
look
here.
like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
By locking the door from the
Yep.
No, that's wrong. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Yes, because they're using a glue there.
from the outside.
Semi-substance.
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door.
Semi-transparent glob.
Yep.
Like rubber, maybe?
Yes. Yes, gummy. No, it's gummy. It's not gummy? What the heck is that? Oh, okay, I forgot. It's just like a glue.
I see!
It's just like a glue.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Yep.
I didn't know glue was edible.
No, don't eat glue, you idiot.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Yes.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter.
That doesn't
The
matter.
killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Because everything was set up in the first place.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
They just...
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Yeah, they just broke it and just throw it down on the ground, that's it.
During the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick
Yep.
work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Suspicious.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
No, I'm still really suspicious at Mikan. That is it. Super suspicious of her.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
Uh-huh.
Here, I have proof.
What is... Yeah, this paper over here.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
I think this wrap of paper is from the wallpaper wrapping around the pillow, right? Pretty sure that.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Yeah, it's from the wallpaper. Paper. Yeah, it's a wallpaper. That's perfect because I remember that color. Yeah, there it is. Wallpaper. Man, I lost a lot of health over there. God dang it. Yeah, this
in the
one.
music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Wait, Button can wrap that wallpaper? I don't know.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
Yep.
If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see,
much.
it fits perfectly.
Yes.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
Uh-huh.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Or maybe they can do it like this. When Hajime busts into the room, right? They already wrapped Hiyoko's body on the pillar already. And then they just wrapped the wallpaper on her. And when Hajime busts into the music venue, he only saw Ibuki hanging, not Hiyoko, because Hiyoko behind the wallpaper. And Hajime ran out to get everyone. And then the killer just wiped out all the wallpaper. That's why Hajime cannot see Hiyoko's body in the first place. Everything already set up already. Okay, here we go. Dive in. Logic. Why Hiyoko's body is suspended in the crime scene? How? Was hidden. Yeah, it was hidden. It was hidden in the first place because there's no time left to do that. It was hidden. Question 2. Why did the killer use the hide body? Wallpaper. It's a wallpaper. Not the curtain. It cannot be true. How did the killer hide her bodies with the wallpaper? They formed the wall. They covered that pillar. Yeah, this one. This one over here. There's no doubt. Yep, I already knew in the first place. Easy enough. Woo!
Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But
Yep.
it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
They did it way much longer than you think, you idiot.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along
Yep.
with the pillar using the wallpaper.
Yeah, way long time ago. So which means 2 of the body already in the crime scene already. So it's happened around night time. So only me can. can do it.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Yep. Over here.
So when
Look
I
at that.
first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed
Yes.
within a slightly larger
Look at
pillar,
that.
I didn't
It's
realize that at the
way
time.
much smaller now.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Yes.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
True.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Yep.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a
Clever.
mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Yep.
Killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold.
Is that Gundam?
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Way much longer than Ibuki.
It's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
What? The reason the killer intimidated the two victims that movie should be able to explain that now. I guess this one, right?
I see!
Yeah, this one to hide the order.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Yep,
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
true.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Yep.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
True? Come on.
I'm not even crying.
No, she's not crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What are you doing? You acting so suspicious now.
What a jerk!
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
What?
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed. That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Oh my gosh.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hyoko was killed.
All because of the blood stain.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Oh, shut up.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Yep.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You are the freaking delusional, you idiot.
You're one to talk.
The blood stain on the shoe. I mean, under the shoe. Over here.
When Hyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor, but she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
No.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart.
If her feet was there any sign she stepped
I agree with that.
Yep.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
The
That
blood
something
stain.
was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered
Yes.
no external injuries.
Yes.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's
Yes.
only wound was a fatal slice on her neck.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
she
yes.
died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil
Oh
eye!
my god, why this guy just keep freaking fight me? What the heck? I had to fight this freaking maniac. Okay, what is that? A rope hanging, step ladder maybe.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Oh, impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Oh, bloodstain.
Try to remember the crime scene. There
Yeah,
was
yeah,
no
this
blood
one.
on the floor.
This one.
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Yep.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
I do have that. You wanna see that?
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When
Yes.
the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but
They did not do it a great job.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yes.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yes.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
aside from Mikon,
Oh.
none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Yes.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object. Then it's decided.
Uh-huh.
Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
True.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Douchebag.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Okay.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
No.
If the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah. Huh?
The same as
Suicide.
always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it.
Oh,
A suicide
yeah, just
means
like-
you killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
Well, spoiler alert, in Danganronpa 1, Chapter 4, it's just the same. We have to vote for the killer. Who's the killer?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She had a gullible disease, you idiot.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive!
Yes.
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And
She can
if she
fake
was
it.
going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
What?
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
Yep.
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Uh-huh.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, Then just what was that video Hajime saw?
The killer was prepared for all of this thing to confuse us, right?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
This is so strange.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Yes, someone forced her to do it.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
Uh-huh.
So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi.
Yep.
Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Yep.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
I just wanted to know, I just want to clear this too. If I can clear it, oh yes, I know who's the killer.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Maybe you're missing something.
The video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
Oh.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. Princess, come out here and make things worse right now. Awesome.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Uh-huh.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Shut up, princess! Now you just make things worse now.
If nobody has an alibi...
Yeah, dude.
No, that's wrong.
Everybody has. We have Mikan's one. Mikan can confirm it.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Yep.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Yes.
You two have alibis?
Yeah, we walked. Yeah, Mikan went into my cottage and slept with me.
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Why you said that?
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Nah, don't care about that.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And
Yep.
we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Way much longer than you think. Mikan can do it. Still can do it.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Committing an imitation murder? Is that really all it was?
What?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence? Hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then those and what kind of trap is it? Huh. I think still Mikan.
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man.
Shut up.
If that's the case, It would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Ooh.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
Yep.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Makes sense.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come
Come on.
Try to remember the content of the movie.
Yeah. No
About
heart.
the lion that got killed second.
Second, with no courage.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yes. Pinned by arrow, not slit the throat out. Yep.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Hmm.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Ooh. Yoko murder wasn't planted.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It was by accident because Sonya already said it. Like because of Hiyoko cannot tie her own sash, she's trying to go to the music venue because in the music venue storage has a full-size mirror, so she's trying to tie her own sash because she cannot do it, she cannot see it by herself. She came out and she saw Ibuki and the killer just, "What are you doing?" And then the killer slit her throat out.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Will explain this? I already explained to you guys, so you guys already know this.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
Yep.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Uh-huh. Why did Yuko went to music venue if that's the key of all this? I need to find out no matter the cost. Because Sonya suggests her to go there.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
That's not true too.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
What the heck? I'm gonna put the motel key over here.
Maybe the
and then
killer
agree
summoned
with
her.
the Sonya.
If that's...
Maybe she got a...
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
True.
I agree with that.
True. Not Salmon.
Just as Sonya said. She went
Suggest.
to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
Yep.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
Yes.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's
Blame it.
no way she got abducted?
No.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
No.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise,
Yep.
there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't lose.
Oh my gosh, she's super annoying. Again?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes. Sonya's accounts. Yeah.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The
Idiot.
killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
No!
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The
Yeah.
killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yep.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Yes,
Allow me
this
to
one.
cut through those words.
Sonya can help! Please, Sonya! Show
The
your
reason
beautiful
Hyoko's
voice!
kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono.
Yeah,
I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
true!
That is
This
why I
one!
informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, you a-hole!
Yeah,
You
she went to the
stupid!
venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Oh, shut up! Just sit down and be a good girl. That's it.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Get the fuck out of my face, you a-hole.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh, shut up, you freaking sim. Ooh.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Yep, it was coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by
Yep.
herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so
Yes.
there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Slit.
Killed Hyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
No.
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
I don't know about their motive. We are very, very close.
Hey, Nagito. Any
Nagito.
ideas?
We asked for Nagito now.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Yes.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Okay.
So
Whatever.
what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Okay.
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
We already know that.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We already know
I
that.
thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
We already talked about that, right?
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already
What?
finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
The hell's wrong with this guy? No, wait a minute. If Ibuki has blood on her feet, there will be a footprint all over the place if she keep walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
Ah, I see. It's not something we have finished talking about. Those footprints still add important clues left that were completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she has blood on her feet, she will have footprints. Then why? Oh, why? Yeah, it's on the step. Why did this thing is on the step? Makes no sense, right? I'm gonna use this. Yeah.
I can prove it with this.
Why is on the step ladder?
If Ibuki used the step ladder to hang herself,
Yep.
it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
No.
That step ladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Okay.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What? I don't have any ultimate skill, you idiot. You a-hole, you know what is going on, Naruto. You're definitely somebody I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Okay, guys, let me show you something. I think I might break this case. Look at this. It has 2 step ladders. So which means that one was in the music menu and another one was somewhere else. They both are missing. So which means that the killer already repaired this for so long, like so long. And they're gonna choose another location to record themselves live footage, by the way. Trying to, you know, stage all of these things. It's all faked.
I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
She didn't climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
Yeah, the conference room. They can record it in the in the conference room.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
Yes.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
It's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Thank you, princess. I will try to do my best.
As long as
As
I
a
leave
knight.
this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
And there's no kind of long hair come out. Something like that. There's no blood on the step ladder. Nothing at all. This was staged in the conference room, isn't it? Select the suspicious spot. The suspicious spot is a step ladder.
Here!
It's a step ladder. There's no blood.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Yeah.
Can you explain it to us?
No blood on the step
What's
ladder.
strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Yeah.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
There's no blood stain.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Yeah. It was not.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Yeah.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those 2 stepladders were completely different.
Yeah.
Are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
Yeah, I already showed my video to you guys. There was 2 step ladders.
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
2, you idiot.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills.
Oh my gosh.
Is it okay to say that?
No.
What are you 2 talking about?
The step ladder is the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said the step ladder was at a different place, but is that the case? The thing is different between the video is actually the scene of the crime. In the conference room. Conference room, you idiot. In the conference room. Conference... Oh, what the heck is so long? F. I don't get it. What? Film? What? Film? Filming location. Yeah, that's what it is. I almost died. I just confused. They don't know it yet.
Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Yes.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Yeah.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
What did the killer do to the surveillance cameras you need? They broke it? Right? Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unique did the killer tamper with? The camera, that... Yeah, the camera. Only the camera. Yes! The camera, only the camera. Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? I think it's a hospital. God dang it, in music venue. Yes. Oh yeah, they tampered the camera in the... I read it wrong. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venues? With camera you need? Increase the signals. They just took it with them. Yeah, they just took it. They just took it with them. That's it. They cannot increase because they're not Kazuichi. You idiot. Yes.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue.
Yep.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes.
Yes. At least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Oh, shut up. I just remember it.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Hire, flip it, destroy it.
I see!
Destroy it in that place also.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
Yep. Look at that.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Yup. Destroy it.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Yep. Clever.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
If it's not the case, where the video was being made, it took it to film music venue, like. But the only possibility is that place inside that building. Oh my God, Hangman again! I hate this freaking thing. It's a hospital. The conference room. That's what it is. Yes. Yep, here we go. Conference room. I almost died again.
I got it! It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? The conference room?
Yep.
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference rooms like music venue, they could just change the curtain. That's it. I gotta make it clear to make it work ass. They just gotta change the curtain. Make the projector is a source of light. That's it.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Yeah, that's
Might
it.
have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Oh, shut up.
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Yep.
That must be it! What the killer did was
I already know who did it. Guessed.
make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why in the beginning I just said that she's the hero. Chiaki is the hero. Oh my gosh.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is...
Easy. Yes.
the same color as the music venue stage.
Yeah.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Yep.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Man, I'm gonna die. Look at that. I didn't read that. What? No! You stupid idiot! I'm gonna die! Yeah, I guess this is the candle. Well, I'm gonna risk it because I'm gonna die anyway. Die!
I can prove it with
No,
this.
I'm still alive. What the heck?
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right?
Yes.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good
I'm
lighting,
sorry, I'm sick
so
today.
there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
Now stop acting, Mikan. Stop acting. You suck now. You suck so much.
The lighting in the conference
Hey, at least you
room and the
did
music
the good
venue were
thing.
so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Yeah.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Yeah,
That
it's
candle
no.
was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they
Yeah.
were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
So Mikan went to the on-call's room. You cannot hide, Mikan.
If I'd found proof
cannot
that
hide.
evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this
Oh,
must
we
be
already
a
know who did
surprising
it.
turn of events for Hajime.
Oh, come on. We already know who did it. The one who stand next to you over
I
there.
never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
No one knows about it.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
Yep.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
Nah, that's bullcrap.
No, that's not possible.
The killer just staged all this
Right
thing.
after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Because of that stupid hanging man. I hate those things. Ibuki in the conference room.
see.
Yeah, that's what it. I clicked that.
The person wearing
I
the
don't
hip bag
understand
in
the
that video
question.
wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
Yes.
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hip bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
And the one who was that trap for me
But
was.
why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of.
Sorry, this is pretty much it for now. Because this video is getting too long, that's why I cut it over here. So yeah, in the next episode we will finish this and we will know why she did it and what is the motive, by the way. Yeah, this is pretty much it from me. Hope you enjoy all these things. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.